Welcome to the future, where time itself could be paused and humanity might one day defy the limits of life and death. Imagine a world where time itself could be paused, not just in theory, but in reality. Cryogenic freezing has long fascinated scientists, science fiction writers, and curious minds alike. The idea is simple yet profound. By lowering the temperature of biological matter to near absolute zero, molecular activity slows down to an almost imperceptible pace. In this state, life could theoretically be paused, allowing humans to survive centuries, even millennia, without aging. Modern cryonics explores this very concept, aiming to preserve organs, tissues, and even entire bodies until a future where medicine can cure diseases that are untreatable today. But is it really possible to freeze someone and bring them back to life? How do cells survive ice formation, and what technological breakthroughs are needed to make this dream a reality? The science behind cryogenic preservation is incredibly intricate. Ice crystals can rupture cell membranes, yet with careful control and the use of antifreeze-like chemicals, researchers can minimize damage and protect delicate tissues. Experiments with frozen embryos, small animals, and isolated organs have shown that partial preservation is already achievable, although bringing a fully frozen human back remains beyond our current capabilities. History tells us that the fascination with frozen life is not new. From mythological tales of immortality to early 20th century experiments with cold storage, humanity has always dreamed of defying the relentless march of time. Today, cryonics organizations offer the promise that someday, individuals might pause their biological clocks, placing themselves in a state of suspended animation until science can extend or restore their lives. The philosophical and ethical questions are equally chilling. If we can pause life, what happens to identity, memory, and consciousness? Who gets to decide which lives are frozen and who waits for the future? How does society adapt to a world where people could effectively skip centuries of time, and what implications would this have for culture, economy, and human relationships? Moreover, the technology raises profound questions about the nature of life and death. Is a frozen body truly alive, or merely in a limbo between existence and oblivion? Scientists are beginning to explore ways to revive organisms with minimal neurological or cellular damage, pushing the limits of what it means to suspend time. Advances in nanotechnology, molecular biology, and artificial intelligence are converging to make cryonics more plausible. Scientists envision a future where organs can be stored indefinitely, astronauts might survive decades-long space missions in stasis, and terminally ill patients could wait in a frozen state for future cures. Yet despite these tantalizing possibilities, the path is fraught with uncertainty. Cryogenic freezing is still experimental, expensive, and legally complex. Many challenges remain, from preventing ice crystal formation to ensuring the intricate reanimation of the nervous system. Researchers around the world are experimenting with new cryoprotectants, cooling protocols, and revival techniques, bringing humanity ever closer to the dream of pausing life itself. Imagine the ethical, social, and scientific revolution if this technology were perfected, a world where people could choose to sleep through centuries, witnessing the future firsthand upon awakening. Could humanity extend life indefinitely? Could time become a commodity, paused at will? Cryonics forces us to confront our deepest fears and desires, exploring the boundary between life, death, and the ultimate control over time. From frozen embryos to preserved astronauts, humanity is already flirting with the idea of stopping time. And while fully functional human revival remains a distant goal, each experiment, each breakthrough, brings us closer to understanding the delicate dance between biology and the suspension of life. Cryogenics challenges our imagination, ethics, and scientific ingenuity, promising a future where the ticking clock of mortality might one day pause, if only for those brave enough to step into the cold unknown. Join us as we explore the chilling, fascinating, and controversial world of cryogenics, uncovering its history, current experiments, and the tantalizing possibility that one day, humans could literally stop time. Don't forget to follow Atlas in Mysteries to dive even deeper into the science that could change everything we know about life, death, and the future of humanity.